Hey guys, Basement Breakdown here. The UFC returns to Vancouver with Brendan Allen versus René de Ridder. We are not going to talk about that quite yet. I have some Contender Series picks. Last week we went 3 for 5 overall for week number 9. Crazy fight. Marignetti versus Balogun. I had the Polish dude, but that was a banger. We're looking to do a bit better this week. I went 7 for 12 overall for my UFC Rio picks. I got Charles Oliveira versus Mateusz Gamrot. I got Charles Oliveira in the main event, right? I said round 2 submission, which was nice. It was all right, but we're looking to do a little bit better on the Contender Series, and in addition, UFC Vancouver. High stakes. But let's talk about week number 10 of the Contender Series. We start off with Schultz versus Mingaj. I'm going with Schultz. I think he's a bit better on the ground. I like his submissions. I'm going to go with Schultz. I know some people who have some money on Mingaj, but I am going to go with Schultz. He is a favorite, I think, for a reason, but the Contender Series, you never know with some of these fights. I'm going with a Schultz submission in this fight. It could come sometime later in the second round, but I just trust him on the ground more than I trust Mingaj. I've watched what I can from both of these guys. Nuftovlev versus Leka, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is a heavyweight fight. Also, a little caution for this one, but I am going with Nuftovlev over Leka. I like what I see from him. He's pretty powerful, decent on the ground. I trust him earlier in the fight. Maybe the later it goes, I could see some people picking Leka. Not too many from what I've seen from people's prediction slips, or just what I've been seeing online. I believe Nuftovlev is a slight favorite, but we're gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with him with an early TKO in the first round. We move up. Valenzuela goes up against Oliveira. I am picking Oliveira because I think Valenzuela gets kind of beat up in his fights. His face has looked pretty bloody. From what I've seen from a couple of the fights that I've been able to watch on YouTube, and he's not bad, but he gets kind of beat up, and I think that Oliveira is probably going to beat him up. I can see this going to a decision. He's a pretty tough dude, so I'm going to go with an Oliveira, probably 29-28 decision over Valenzuela. This has potential to be a good fight, so there's some money there and might be worth our time. So there's that. Rahiki versus Mulumba. I'm about to sneeze. I'm going to try not to. Mulumba is... Mulumba, I think I'm going with Rahiki for this fight. I don't know. He's got good counters, close odds. I don't know. I trust him to get this done over Mulumba. Mulumba could knock out Rahiki, but I don't know. I see a nice Rahiki counter and a TKO coming in the second round. Now, this could go to a decision, but I'm going with my boy Rahiki. Juan versus Diaz. I think the betting line has changed. Juan's now a favorite. Now, Juan's got some power. Very good on the feet. Could knock out Diaz, and I'm quite worried about that. But I think Diaz, I'm going to go with my buddy over here to get the submission. The money has moved. I think when I first checked the odds, Diaz was the favorite. Now I think a lot of people, are buying into Juan. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be right here. I'm just hoping I am, and I know some people have Juan for this, but I am going with Diaz. And for the finale, the main event, we have Vidal versus Rodrigues. Vidal is good on the ground. I feel like he trains with some pretty good people. He has a nice back. I don't know. I feel like he's a more polished fighter, and he trains with a good team. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm forgetting who he trains with. I've just been watching too much MMA, but he's a prospect. What I've seen from Rodrigues is he's not bad also. Vidal is, I think, an underdog in this fight, but I'm picking him because I like what I see from him. He's more dynamic. I think he's better all around. So I'm going to go with a TKO finish from Vidal via ground and pound in the second round. those are my predictions for Dana White's Contender Series, season number 9, week 10. And I will be back with UFC Vancouver sometime later this week. Basement Breakdown, out.